All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. One of the Lions videos I wanted to get to today is basically when are the Detroit Lions going to make that swap between Frank Ragnow and Graham Glasgow at the center position? You know, let's talk about it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button if you haven't. Share the video, best way to help the channel out. And it's a question I think a lot of Lions fans had. I think last year when they took a center in the first round, I think it caught off a lot of us off guard. And I'm like, okay, I can understand it. It's a very important position. Usually, it calls the line audibles out. It's the leader of the line. This guy hadn't given up a sack in quite a long time. And you know what? I could understand it. Glasgow, I think he was a left guard naturally or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what he came in the league as. I think it was a left guard, if I'm not mistaken. And, last year when the playoff was out of reach, I was waiting for the Lions to make the switch. And they never made the switch. And it was other guards down there, Isaiah Wynn, even though he got injured last year. I think he was drafted by the Patriots or somebody. He got injured and missed basically, I think, the entire season. So that wouldn't have been a good pick. And, Ragnow, I guess he was okay last year. I'm not sure his Pro Football Focus numbers or the deep analytics. I know they didn't call his name more than Taylor Decker and Rick Wagner, or he didn't get embarrassed like them, but he do play it inside. It's a different ball game. Outside, when you out there basically on an island on left and right tackle, especially with a right-handed quarterback, left tackle, that's tough. But, I know Glasgow was in the contract year, so maybe they waiting to, Glasgow move on, and then they move Ragnow to center, and then they bring in a left guard. So it should be very, very interesting because they got questions at both guard positions because not saying it's a negative position at the left guard, negative take at the left guard position. It's just that, really both futures are uncertain. I mean, if you actually look at it, the Lions have uncertainty at all 5 offensive line positions. So I really don't think it really matters if Ragnow plays center or guard right now, because it's going to be a shakeup because Rick Wagner in a contract year. I don't think Wiggins guy is the answer at the right guard position. Glasgow in a contract. Ragnow is the only mainstay, but the question is he a career center or a career left guard or right guard at this point in his career? Taylor Decker is at the end of his contract as well, too. I think they pick up an option this year, and I don't think they will franchise tag him next year unless he has an exceptional year and they can't reach a deal. So really, after all the draft picks, over the years, even going back to Mayhew from Riley Reef to Larry Warford and all the draft picks, you potentially can have 4 new offensive linemen next year for Lions. So that's one of the big fat failures for Bob Quinn because he struck out in every aspect. He could strike out in every aspect of drafting offensive linemen and free agent and bringing in free agent offensive linemen. He drafted Decker. I believe he drafted Glasgow. I thought that was Mayhew, but I think he drafted Glasgow. He drafted Ragnow. He brought Kenny Wiggins in. He brought Rick Wagner in, as free agent. He brought TJ Lang in as a free agent. So really, in actuality, he may have 2 mainstays. He might feel Terrell Crosby could be a right tackle, maybe a guard. He might feel Ragnow could be a center, maybe a guard. But ever since Taylor Decker tore his shoulder up, he ain't really been the same. He had a really good, strong rookie here, but when that shoulder got hurt, he just never been the same. Not good at run blocking, not good at pass blocking, tipping off plays according to Chris Spielman. So really, it's at this point, it's like, do you believe that you got your core? Do you believe that, okay, we at least Decker be good and we plan on bringing Glasgow back and having Ragnow and them switch? Or I don't know what the really plan is on offensive line. He's invested so much free agent money and picks into the offensive line, and perhaps every last one of them can strike out except for Ragnow, maybe Crosby, and maybe, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I will say this about the offensive line and their defense. If they get to running the ball consistently and with plays, powers, traps, stretches. You know, they get to run in misdirections, draws. They get to run the ball consistently, and they kind of get some mystery going from the defense, not really knowing what they're gonna do, run the ball or pass it. They get some play mix call up, some mix of the play calls up. It's gonna make their job a lot easier. Big fellas do not like being on the back foot for 60-70% of the snaps. They want to go forward and be road graders, even pass blockers. So if Darrell Bevell can be a functional offensive coordinator, run the ball, bring some credibility to the offense, bring some real structure to the offense, bring some real professional mentality, I think you'll see a lot of the offensive linemen improve. I think a lot of the offensive roles was on Jim Bob Cooter because he was a novice. But this is my personal opinion. Let me know what y'all think about the Ragnow Glasgow situation. Should they wait now or should they wait till next year if Glasgow do move on? Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate the love, support. Share the videos, hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. If you have me on social media, all the links in the description. One time for the one.